Oh my gosh, it is such a lovely evening here, and this area is just rocking our world. We love it so much. You can tell that that walnut was here when we moved in, and this was an area where there were dog pens and a bunch of trash. And we cleaned those up early on, and then we've planted a few things in here like this tulip tree and some red buds and oaks, and there's a grape honeysuckle in there and some spice bush. But the lilac that's behind the tulip tree was here, planted by an owner long ago. And then all of this vegetation, the forbs, have just come in on their own. So these flowering plants that aren't yet flowering, except for the gorgeous Canada anemone at the front, they all came in on their own. So we did stick a few of those in there, the Canada anemone, and they are really good at naturalizing. And I have definitely heard from people who are concerned because they've heard that they can be invasive. I've never seen them invasive anywhere, so I suppose it's just about perspective. I tend to really love wild places, and so does Steve, and I like the wild feeling. I don't like controlled garden feeling because it just doesn't feel like how Mother Nature is, and that's who I'm trying to emulate. That's funny, isn't it? Yeah, that's how I should say we are. This is totally a joint effort between me and Steve. So this Canada anemone is moving through here with European grasses that still exist, but then the native goldenrods have come in on their own, cut plants, asters, fleabanes, lettuces, many others. I'm just looking around and trying not to move the camera too much for you all, but I love the way this looks in here. Oh yeah, wing stem. There's a hummingbird feeder. We just had a hummer female here, and then that's the path that leads to the vernal pool, and then here is the other gorgeous mother walnut tree here. So Steve and I like to spend a lot of time in this spot because it's west facing, where I'm going to show you. I'm slowly moving south and then back east, but the chairs that I'm standing next to are west facing. So I think I did a blog post on this or a video long ago. I'll put a link in the description to whichever one. These are the ones that Steve pulled out of the trash several years ago, and they're just, I don't know, plastic chairs that someone just threw away, and they work perfectly well, and they have helped us tremendously to make sure we always come out in the afternoon, face west, watch the sky, watch the vultures, watch the warblers, and this afternoon watch all these dragonflies patrolling this area. And it's right here by this wild area that I just adore. And I should point out, before I bid you adieu, that right over here, which is the edge of the drip line of those maple trees, which is how we have shaped this area to just let Mother Nature take control, there is the catbird nesting in there. And so that clearly tells us Mother Nature knows what she's doing. We just pretty much need to stay out of the way and let her get to business, get to work growing some stuff, doing her business, and we can keep out the weeds, and that's it. And in this case, the European grasses, like I've said, have just not been a problem. They just coexist and eventually fade out. So here you go, everybody. Naturalized plantings. And we're gonna see right here, I've seen a bunch of tiger swallowtails flying around today, and right in the middle, right here, is a baby tiger swallowtail. Yes, that is a caterpillar. They look like bird poop at the beginning so they don't get eaten. Plant native plants, magic stuff happens.